What's up, everyone? Alex Boylan, co-founder of Dream Jobbing, and I'm very excited to have Beate, Christin, Gran.
Hey.
Did I pronounce that correctly?
Yes, you did.
From Innovation Norway to do 5 questions with. We have so many of our students are always asking, they all want jobs in travel.
Ooh.
So what better person to ask about a job in travel than someone who works at Norway Tourism?
Yes,
Beate.
happy
And I have
to
to
be
say,
here.
we have
Thank
known
you.
each other for quite a while.
We
We worked
have.
together on Dream Job. Norway offered an amazing dream job opportunity to be a photographer in Norway. Arnold Lahn landed that opportunity, and how
he
much
did.
fun was that?
That was an amazing campaign. Still one for the books.
It was
I mean, we had so
awesome,
much fun.
and we were so fortunate because we won a Silver Adrian Award.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, not
Awards.
too shabby. We like awards.
Award season.
All right, Beate, thank you for sitting down, taking
Thank you.
a few minutes. Okay, so Beate is the digital marketing manager for Innovation Norway. As I've mentioned, that is the tourism office of the country of Norway. And
Yeah.
we're here in New York City in her beautiful offices here. And Hege, one of her colleagues, is back here. I don't know if you can see her. She's awesome too. What does a digital marketing manager do for a tourism board such as Norway?
Right, so in my case, I work with agencies, I work with destinations, I work with airlines to plan and produce and execute marketing campaigns to attract American travelers to Norway, which is ultimately our goal, is to ignite interest in Norway as a destination and get more people to travel to Norway from America.
So
Yeah.
you're from top to bottom, whether it's from social media, working with influencers.
Yeah, we work with influencers, we work with press and media, we work with the travel trade to really, hit every mark in every platform that we can.
Yeah.
Anywhere our audiences are, anywhere the travelers are, we try to be visible.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
really cool. What's your favorite part about this job?
Oh, my favorite part of this job, it's really exciting when you get a chance to put your passions into play on a daily basis. I'm from Norway, so I get to have a foot in each world and use my passion for Norway and travel, living here and then traveling to Norway. And then also I have to say that growth is a factor for rewards. I mean, we have been growing so tremendously over the past few years, and that's really a motivator to keep going. So I think that, and working with Norwegians and Americans here in New York, I mean, what's cooler than that, right?
and the travel aspect of it. Even
Yeah.
right before we started filming, you were telling me this amazing story
Yeah.
that you were up, in the Arctic,
Yeah.
Area. Is that? I mean, that's got to be a big fun part about the job.
And people think I do that all the time. I have these awesome experiences, which I do. But I just returned from the Arctic, staying with a Sami family, and yeah, you get to travel a lot. That's for sure. I mean, let's not talk about the jet lag part of that when it's monthly. But no, that's obviously a perk of the job, is that you get to travel for sure.
Yeah, travel and telling stories.
Telling stories, yeah.
Yeah.
Storytelling is a huge focus for us now. More and more, I think, in marketing in general, no matter what industry you're in, storytelling has become such a huge component of your job. It's not just about serving ads or working with travel agencies and tour operators. You actually have to be a really good storyteller and figure out how to inspire and engage audiences, and really, in a touching way, something that moves you and makes you feel inspired to buy or visit.
Right.
Yeah.
Visit Norway.
Yeah.
What an awesome dream job you have. So how did you get into a career in tourism?
Well, I think we talked about this before. There's no two paths alike in tourism. There are so many different ways to go about it. I think for me, it was kind of in a fortuitous way, I got into this. I think it started, according to my mom, when I was a kid, and I went away on the summer camp bus with a huge smile on my face. And that's it's always been in my DNA. And it started for me probably when I took a gap year after high school to work on a cruise ship, a luxury cruise liner, going all over the world. And that sort of spurred this whole move to America, try to see if I could get a job here. And then I did. And then I studied arts management. I studied graphic design after I got here, and which is actually, it's been very helpful in many ways, because when you think about it, I think marketing is it's a very creative business. You have to craft stories, right, to inspire people to engage and go. So it's been really helpful.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
When, what are the skill sets for like a younger, and as we've talked about, a lot of this series is designed for younger people trying to figure out their path in their career. So what is the skill set, the education that, if you're looking to hire an intern or you're looking to, that entry level employee, like what is it that you guys look for?
Well, I don't think you have to be the most traveled person in the world, believe it or not. I think having a passion for travel helps. But in this day and age, having some digital skills is probably the most important. Understanding how to use data, analytics, social media, having some sort of baseline education in advertising and marketing is certainly very helpful, no matter what you're doing, especially in tourism, because everything we do is like data driven these days.
Right.
So I think more than just having had the opportunity to visit 50 countries, I think having some basic marketing skills is the most important. And if you're social media savvy, that really helps.
Yeah. And I want to mention to everyone here, if you hear some background noise, it's because we are right off 42nd Ave.
Yeah, we're so used to it. We don't even hear it anymore. It's always noisy around here.
New York City. Okay, that's fantastic. Fifth and final question. This comes from one of our Dream Jobber students. And they have no experience in tourism whatsoever. They want to get a job in tourism, no matter where they live. And a lot of our students, some aren't not in New York City, they're in Middle America. What do they do? What is your advice to them, whether they're in high school or college, and they say, like, this is the career for me? What do you tell that person?
Well, if you have absolutely no experience in tourism, you're brand new to it, what I would do would be there's a lot of internships available out there with destination marketing organizations such as Visit Norway and many others. That's one way to position yourself. There's also a lot of global marketing associations and organizations within travel and sustainability that have volunteer work and that you could team up with, or maybe even a local travel agency or tour operator that might need some, just to get a foot in the door and see if it's for you. I think that would be a good place to start. Yeah. But again, I can't emphasize the marketing part of it enough, like having some sort of like a basic skill. And you have to have compassion. Travel is such a cool environment. It really connects the world.
Right.
Wouldn't you say?
Absolutely.
So even if you did some sort of a nonprofit volunteer work, that would be a great way to connect and get into it.
It's a great advice too. Yeah. It's like, it doesn't matter where you live, right? Yeah. Find someone in this space, whether you're working remotely or hands-on, and just start working for free as an intern. Get that experience, and it's going to go a long way. Yeah, no, I truly believe that. And the more passionate you are about what you do, that's really going to drive your performance no matter what you do. So I think that's huge, to show that passion. Absolutely. 5 questions with Beate, the digital marketing manager for the country of Norway. Thank you so much. Yeah, it was awesome. All right, cheers, guys. We'll see you on the next episode.